YouTube, starting us up on Rumble. Good afternoon. Welcome to Weird Weekly Recap, W.W.R. This show is a dive into odd, obscure, bizarre, and other words from strange world of notable events, weather, and sports.
Something we want to hear.
Yeah. I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU, thank you very much for coming in and watching. Today is Saturn's Day, a.k.a. Saturday. January 17th. I try to say June and then July. The stupid J months. So, 2026. Let's jump into the news today, shall we? Starting from Oddity Central. This one is weird. Woman forced to publicly apologize to cheating husband becomes social media sensation. What? She has to apologize to the cheater?
Wow.
How does that make any sense? Says here, forced by a judge to publicly apologize to her cheating husband and his mistress. Whoa. A Chinese woman has become somewhat of a celebrity in her country. Well, yeah. When Niu Na found that her husband had been cheating on her with a female work colleague for the last 5 years,
oh, jeez,
she took revenge on both adulterers by exposing their affair, along with the evidence she had gathered against them, as well as their names and personal information on social media. It was her way of blowing off steam, but her actions had repercussions. Well, this is not blowing off steam.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
But this is why I always say, we as a species have got to get off of the whole, do it this way, pay attention and obey the freaking, leaders, all that crap.
Well, they got something weird going in Japan.
Yeah,
that's all.
This is China.
Say. Oh, China.
Yeah. Niu's husband and his mistress, who was also married, so they both were cheating, and everything, filed a defamation lawsuit against her and won. Wow.
How's that possible?
Because it's China. Because women have less rights.
Does it go on? Is she...
As part of the ruling, a judge ordered the cheated woman to publicly apologize to her husband and his lover for 15 consecutive days, but she managed to turn a personal humiliation into a win. Wow. How awful. This poor woman. According to the court ruling posted by Miss Niu in her videos, she must publish an apology statement to the plaintiff on her Baidu, Taiyaba, and Douyin social media accounts, quote, and keep it up for at least 15 days without deleting or removing it, end quote. In the video she has posted so far, the woman did apologize to the pair she wronged, but also spiced up their clips with some interesting information. Niu's apology in videos includes records of her husband's purchase of luxury goods for a third party, proof that he hadn't contributed to their daughter's tuition or their mortgage, and that he wouldn't pick up their child from school in Luoyang, where they lived, allegations of domestic violence, and constant references to the husband's infidelity. Wow, this guy's a real piece of shit.
So, what's the culture that makes a judge tell her to apologize for 15 days on social media?
China.
They don't tell us that.
China.
Oh, there's more.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to read the whole thing. I want to, if you viewer wants to read the whole thing, please check the underbar of the description. Because I don't want to get sued. Yeah, or anything like that. So, and I also want to entice people to seek their own self-education.
I have to read the rest of it to find out why the hell she had to apologize. They don't give us that answer.
Well, they probably do, but I'll keep that open in a tab, and we'll get back to that after the show. Moving on up, you can book a room at the world's first moon hotel for a $1 million down payment.
Oh, you're going to moon somebody.
Yeah, well, as a gamer, if there's one thing I've learned, it's never trust a pre-order. Ever. Never prepay, never do anything. GRU Space, a startup founded by 21-year-old Skylar Chan, hopes to open the world's first moon hotel by 2032 and is already accepting down payments from space enthusiasts with very deep pockets. The final cost of the rooms is still unknown, but Chan says it will exceed $10 million. The good news is that you don't need to pay it all up front. The company is currently taking deposits of $250,000 to $1 million, depending on the option selected. I'd rather not pay at all. I'd rather wait till we can actually get there.
So this moon hotel doesn't even exist.
Well, of course not.
How the hell miss something? What planet is this on?
Earth. Well, moon. The hotel is supposed to be on the moon.
On the moon. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I'm getting it as going to be the name of the hotel is Moon.
No, it's going to be on the moon.
Okay.
Physically on our orbiting satellite.
If you suck into that, I got an igloo I want to sell you up in Alaska, as they say. That's the joke.
I would say I have an igloo to sell you in the Sahara. That's even more believable. No. It says GRU Space isn't the first company to boast about building a hotel on the moon, but what sets this company apart is the way it plans to go about making that a reality. Instead of shipping construction materials and machinery to the moon, it plans to use robotic systems to build durable blocks out of moon soil and assembling them into robust structures capable of surviving the harsh lunar environment. Construction of the world's first moon hotel is expected to begin in 2029, pending regulatory approval. Well, if you're a schmuck enough to part ways with even $250,000 for this, you deserve to not have that money.
Well, I got one question. Is the $250,000 deposit non-refundable?
That most likely not. Oh. What else do we got here? Man dies of lead poisoning after using the same thermal mug for almost 20 years. Yeah, makes me a little hesitant. Well, if you're poor, you have no choice but to, reuse stuff. So, the unnamed man was in his 50s and had over 30 years of driving experience when he crashed his car into a shop on his way to work without even hitting the brakes of his car. First responders found him disoriented, and subsequent tests showed that he suffered from severe anemia, cerebral cortical atrophy, and abnormal kidney function. He was transferred to the nephrology department for further investigations. Nephrologist Hung Ying Hsiang recently presented the man's case on a TV program in Taiwan as a cautionary tale, the warning people to change their water bottles or thermal mugs from time to time. So,
how long your mom used that thermos?
Yeah, well, that makes me wonder. Like, would that have had any effects?
No.
We don't know. We're not doctors. So, while trying to learn more about the patient's condition, Hung Young Hsiang's team learned that he had been experiencing fatigue recently, and that his sense of taste had changed, often feeling that food was not salty enough. All these symptoms pointed to lead poisoning, a condition confirmed by his blood tests. So essentially, he reused until whatever it was keeping the lead shielded wore off, and he was just straight up drinking lead.
Hers was solid stainless, so no lead in that whatsoever.
And it is China, so they have inferior products and all that stuff.
And
so
at least the thermos is at least 20 years old, so who knows what they were making then in thermoses.
Yeah. So just be wary of what you're using out there. Know what is went into making your stuff and act accordingly. Be responsible. Teen exploits online store's refund loophole, makes $570,000 in profits, ends up in jail.
Oops.
Good. You get what you deserve. A Chinese teenager was recently sentenced to 6 years behind bars for exploiting a refund loophole that allowed him to recover his money without returning the products. This reminds me, a lot of people, to protest something or whatever, they're buying something on Amazon and then they're returning it immediately. And they're not doing it to get to play the game like this.
Right.
They're doing it just to exhaust.
Cost them.
Yeah. And everything.
Cost them money.
Yeah.
Do it enough, and enough people do it, make them go bankrupt.
Yep. Last year, a 17-year-old from Shanghai received a painful verdict for the crime of stealing over. Well, how did it go? 570,000 to 600,000. The headline says 570,000. This says over 600,000 in makeup products. Oh well, he stole over $600,000 in makeup products from an online commerce platform after discovering a loophole. The unnamed teen reportedly noticed that he could fill in fake courier numbers in his product return request and automatically receive a refund without actually returning the products. Wow.
Wow. So he was scheming it.
So he got a refund and kept the products.
It's not a loophole. He found a way to scam it.
Yeah. Yeah, if the young man had abused a loophole once or twice, it's likely that no one would have bothered to report him. The protagonist, I wouldn't call him a protagonist. He's an antagonist. He's a scammer. Discovering an opportunity to make a fortune, proceeded to do just that. Over several months, the teenager made 11,900 fake refund applications without returning the goods. Wow. You have that much time to be a piece of shit? Go get a job, you loser.
Well,
seriously.
He's a crook. He's making a lot of money.
I would like him to see filleted alive. You get what you deserve. You reap what you sow. And that's almost the whole article, so I'm going to leave that there for other people to read the rest if they so wish. This one's weird. 55-year-old Turkish woman claims she is Donald Trump's biological daughter.
Oh my God.
And remember, a couple months ago or so, some other lunatic female was going around saying that she had Elon Musk's illegitimate child or something.
I do remember.
And Elon Musk is going out there fucking every hole he can find.
How do you know that?
Like, he has. There's a huge scandal. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. There's a huge scandal.
Well, come on, she looks exactly like Trump.
What, old and fat? Oh.
Blonde. And she probably someone told her, "Hey, you look like Trump." Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see here. A Turkish woman is claiming that she is Donald Trump's biological daughter.
Wait, Turkish?
Yeah.
She's in Turkey?
Well, she's not in Bangkok.
She could be in the U.S.
Well, she is Turkish. Nekla Alsman is on a mission to prove that she is Trump's daughter and is confident that all she needs is a sample of U.S. President's genetic material for a DNA test. She was raised in Ankara by her parents. Sadi and Dursun Osman claims that she learned about her true father in 2017 when her mother told her that she had been adopted. Apparently, her mother had suffered a miscarriage but was approached by a U.S. woman named Sophia who entrusted them with her own daughter. Sophia revealed that she had the small girl with none other than Donald Trump. This sounds like bullshit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Although she doesn't have any solid evidence to prove her claims are true, Nekla Alsman based her belief on the uncanny resemblance between herself, Donald Trump, and his children.
That's where it comes. Someone told her, "Hey, you look just like Trump."
What, white person?
Blonde. Like I said, blonde.
Well. And his children, and on serious inconsistencies in her official civil status documents, she is hopeful that the U.S. president will accept her plea to undergo DNA testing to prove she is his father. Well, why not?
He's not going to respond to why?
Well, why not?
Then he'll get 10,000 of them. No, I wouldn't respond to that.
Well, no, all you need is one sample of the DNA, and then you can just,
You can take a hair. That'll give you a DNA sample.
Yes.
No, I would not do it. Absolutely not, because you're going to get 10,000 people demanding DNA samples. No. Unless she comes up with something legitimate halfway.
Well, if anything...
I agree, it's an easy way to solve it, but no.
Well, no, like, if he just provides one strand of hair, then his involvement is done. All they'd have to do with any other claims is just take that same strand or whatever they find from that, match it, or compare it with whoever else is claiming, and, because, I don't know. But if there's one thing I do want, if anybody's going to do any testing, I want Justin Castro to have his DNA tested to see if he's actually related to Pierre or Fidel. I think it's Fidel. I'm talking about Justin Trudeau.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Let's move on up here. What else do we have? Libyan businessman receives shipment of Nokia flip phones 16 years after ordering them.
A bit dated.
Yeah.
16-year-old phone, that's just an antique.
Who holds on to that? How? Why
did it take 16 years for him to get
What
it?
was the logistical story behind all this? Libya has been torn apart by civil war. Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah.
So, but then who's keeping this until the civil war ends? Anyway, with even the most basic services disrupted to the point that they become useless. Case in point, the story of a mobile phone dealer based in Tripoli who recently received a shipment of Nokia push-button phones that he had ordered back in 2010 before the civil war began. In a clip that had been doing the rounds on social media, the unnamed vendor can be seen unpacking the archaic mobile phones from a red plastic bag and asking rhetorically if the gadgets are phones or historical artifacts. Dude, I'm going to time out. Hold on to those phones for dear life and make more of them, because these rectangles are evil. We need these old stuff back. He can make a huge market and a big disruption in the status quo.
Why do you say that's evil compared to those old phones?
Because those old phones, you can actually take your battery out and replace them. And the reason why, it's not just that, the reason why our current rectangles do not have take-outable batteries is because even when the phones are off, there's still a little, some other separate battery that's feeding the microphone and the camera, so Big Brother can spy on you 24/7, 365.
So when you say you need a new wallet, all of a sudden you get wallet commercials, right?
Yes. Even if your phone is off. Now, if you take the battery out, it's done. So he can seriously cause some major disruptive ways in the status quo of the world by holding on to that technology and replicating it, and then making a market out of that.
So you see, is he held on to, or what he's doing?
Well, let's see here. Let's see. Yada yada. His order included high-end models of the late 2000s, like communicator-type devices and stylish sliding handholds, all of which are obsolete by today's standards. Yeah, I wouldn't call it obsolete. I would say more freedom. The order was stalled due to the 2011 Civil War, which paralyzed Libya's logistics and customs service. Like many other packages, the phones just gathered dust in some warehouse until someone recently discovered them and decided to send them to their proper recipient. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So, and there's 2 more paragraphs left in the story, I'd love to answer your question, but I can't, you know.
Let me ask you something before you go on. Are you saving this whole thing so anybody who wants to come in and they're curious, they can go down and read the rest of any of these articles? Or
yes, as I said before, if you would like, please check the underbar of the description, and you will actually see this. And I've already put in all the collected links. So any one of these stories, it's all in the underbar right here. Perfect. So, what else do we got? Court invalidates marriage due to incorrect AI-generated speech during wedding ceremony. What the hell?
What?
On January 6th, the District Court of Overijssel in the Netherlands invalidated a wedding ceremony held in April of last year in the city of Zwolle. Despite the married couple's pleas, the court decided that their marriage had never legally existed because the wording in their wedding speeches, which had been generated by ChatGPT, did not include certain mandatory phrases. You can't be bothered to make your own vows, you lazy pile of shit. You're marrying this motherfucker. Write your own vows. Don't use AI, you piece of crap. What the hell?
Well, you certainly have to know what has to be in your vows when you're getting married and doing your own. That's the first thing you need to do. I know in this state, I don't know about the whole country, but probably, if you're getting a divorce and you can do it yourself, there are certain things you have to say to the judge to make it valid.
Yes.
If you don't say those things, you ain't getting it.
Yeah. But see, these people, not only did they not write their own vows, they didn't even proofread. What the hell? Stupid. They deserve what they got. We have a comment here from Creative Danger. Why do people say that they are the son of Trump or Elon Musk? Because they want fame, they want money, they want notoriety.
It could be someone told her that story, or someone told her you look exactly like Trump and you don't know who your dad is.
Or she could be making the whole thing up just to get her 15 minutes of fame. She got
a
news article.
We're talking about her. Come on, yeah.
She's getting the press. So... The world's oldest living olive tree has been around for about 3,000 years.
Look at that.
Wow.
Base, those roots and everything.
Let me bigger this image here just to see it. That is something you see out of Fern Gully. That looks like the tree out of Fern Gully.
I don't remember that.
Hold on a second. Let me look this up here. Fern Gully. You don't remember Batty? Voiced by Robin Williams. That tree on a very
small scale reminds me of the one up in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
It's just huge and been there forever.
The one in the middle of the road?
Yeah. Everything goes around it. Highway 1 used to go right by. It's all been passed by. But they still have that tree, and that trunk and root system is awesome.
Yeah.
Trying to find a very small scale.
Well, this is not the tree. Oh, this is what I was thinking of. This is the Hexus tree. If that's gonna give me a bigger image, doesn't look like it will. Oh, a little bit bigger. It kind of looks like this.
A little bit. Other than that, looks dead.
Well, it's cursed.
Yeah, I got what you see.
It's a mix between that and a beautiful tree.
Yeah, I'll go a little bit.
So, but it looks something out of Fern Gully. It's a beautiful tree. The ancient olive tree of Voves belonged to the local tree variety of Sassonite and was grafted to a height of 3 meters onto a wild olive tree. Its massive trunk, which has a circumference of 12.5 meters or 41 feet and a diameter of 4.6 meters or 15 feet, looks like an intricate structure, but what's really intriguing is that this natural sculpture is ever-changing. The exact age of the olive tree of Voves cannot be determined because its heartwood rotted away centuries ago. This is part of the tree's remarkable self-renewal process. As the center of the tree continues to rot, new wood is added on the outside, so the design and dimensions of the trunk continue to change even after thousands of years. That is wicked.
I got one question, and we don't have to answer it. Does it still produce olives? And the other one is, I missed it. What is grafted to that thing when you go back to the article?
Let's see here. Because it's heartwood rotted away. Okay, we read that one.
Further.
Look, grafted at a height of 3 meters onto a wild olive tree. So, it's like 2 trees?
That's what I can't figure out.
Local tree of
read this. It's only a sentence there. Read the first one again.
The ancient olive tree of Voves belongs to the local tree variety of Sassonite It was grafted at a height of 3 meters onto a wild olive tree. So it was put on something.
Yeah, another tree or something. Yeah, okay.
Huh. There's a video, though. I want to watch this. Actually, let me bigger this really quick. There we go.
It keeps changing. Look at that thing when you look at it. Look at how intricate that is. You couldn't see that.
Dude, this is even more. This
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
This is even more like Ferngully. That's where all the fairies went, and that was their like town hall and everything. And where Batty did his rap.
Oh, look at that. Maybe this inspired the tree in Fern Gully.
Maybe. I mean, dude, that'd be a
keep
great.
Going. Show us all the way around.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
What a beauty, remarkable of nature.
Oh, that is amazing.
Dude, I would love to be a kid and climb the hell out of that thing. That is such a great fort tree. Oh, man. That's an awesome tree right there.
Yeah.
There we go. There's a picture of it. What else do we got? Tourists end up stuck on ski slope after following GPS directions. Are you stupid?
Oh, no.
I mean, dude, there's been so many times where people...
Maybe they'll find the burning toilet. I'm not sure.
Oh, God. No, seriously, like, this is becoming an epidemic. People, like, this is what I was saying. They're so reliant on other things to tell them what to do. Like, humans are becoming a slave species. Enslaved by technology and enslaved by our systems. When you're sitting there and you're driving and you're looking around, like, oh, gee, I think we're lost. Turn right here.
Telling me to go this way.
Think for yourself, you retards. Come on. GPS navigation systems are undoubtedly one of the wonders of modern life, but every now and then they can mess things up spectacularly for you. Well, no, the users are messing it up by not having some common sense. I mean, if you're driving to the beach and the GPS takes you off of the pier, and then you drive off the pier, you can't blame the GPS because you're an idiot. Let's see here. Leaving them in situations, yada yada. Case in point, 3 young Taiwanese ladies who wound up on a ski slope in the tiny European country of Andorra after following the instructions on their car's GPS systems. Photos of a black Mercedes stuck at the bottom of a snow-covered slope next to a snow cannon have been doing the rounds on social media, primarily because of the cautionary tale behind them. January 6, emergency services in Bordes in Valeria, near the Grau-Roig ski area, received several calls about a car in the snow after going off-road. Dude, why do you continue? You're in a BMW going off-road, and your GPS tells you to keep going. Obviously, it's wrong. You're stupid. Wow. The reports were confirmed, and after ensuring the well-being of the passengers, a rescue operation was set in motion. No, screw them. Let them starve in the elements. They're that dumb. Let them disappear. We don't need them procreating and making more dumb people. Seriously. We don't need this crap. Driving a Mercedes-Benz off-road. God, what idiots. Anyway, moving on up to UPI, Florida deputy lassos and handcuffs runaway emu. So they
really? I didn't know they had emos in Florida.
Yeah.
Emus.
Well, from zoos,
it could be from anywhere. Of course, they're going to have some down there.
A 25-year-old veteran of a Florida police department experienced a career first when a loose animal call resulted in him handcuffing an emu. Handcuffing an emu. The St. John County Sheriff's Office said on social media that Corporal Keisler responded to a report of an emu on the loose on Friday. Keisler attempted to secure the emu, but the large bird ignored his commands, kicked several times before using its large talons, and fled on foot recklessly. It's a stupid bird! You think it's going to listen to the law?
Yeah.
Seriously!
Could be terrible. With those talons, he could do some damage.
But the large bird ignored his commands. Because it's a stupid bird! God damn. How stupid are people? Seriously. The emu was not injured and was returned to its owner. Okay. There's a video
Interesting.
here.
I'm in pursuit of an emu.
I'm in pursuit of an emu.
Running back southbound in the middle.
You're under arrest. You did not follow my order. Oh, come here.
Come here.
Oh, yeah, he's going to come.
Come on.
You can't speak English, you idiot.
Go this way. Go. Keep going. This way. Some big old talons. Come here. Come on.
Oh, I guess he handcuffed it so it doesn't attack. Handcuffed its legs.
Is this where you live? I'll be honest with you, I've never handcuffed an emu before, but they'll fit
They'll fit
around his legs. and that'll keep them from kicking. Then you go. There you go. Oh, look who's got you now. A little closer. There we go. There's that one. Don't move. Don't move. Come on. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
I got one on. Don't look at me that way. Hey, don't bite me. Don't even think about it.
Don't bite me.
Don't
Proceeds
do
to
it.
put his hand in front of the
resisting?
freaking emu.
I don't want to have to charge you. Don't talk back to me. Now you're behaving.
Well, the folks over at Emu and Doug have a few things to say. You know, commercial for Allstate or whatever, the health insurance company.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Yeah. You were going to say something?
No, he seemed really reasonable.
Yeah.
What he was doing with it.
Yeah. What else do we got? Rabbit repeatedly attempts to enter vehicles in Colorado town. Authorities in Colorado said an unusually friendly rabbit seen trying to hop into cars in a ski resort town is not an escaped pet, but a wild animal. Summit County animal control officers said, and it was probably seeking the warmth. You know? They were contacted by a local employee in the Copper Mountain area who reported a rabbit had repeatedly attempted to hop in a visitor's car. The employee was concerned about the rabbit, could be an escaped or abandoned pet. Animal control officers were unable to locate the rabbit on the day of the call, but the later received a clear photo of the attempted serial hitchhiker from witnesses. There's only a couple more sentences, so please go to the underbar to finish up this article. But we have
That's dumb.
Yeah. Well, it's cute, you know.
I guess.
So, news anchor's collection of 1,531 pairs of socks earns world record.
Oh, we know who can break that then.
Who?
The Rush.
Oh, yeah, David Rush. I can't hush the rush. So retired CBS Philadelphia news anchor Jim Donovan's love for colorful footwear earned him the Guinness World Record for the largest collection of socks. Donovan said his colorful socks were noticed by viewers during his tenure on the air. I remember talking about this. Like a while ago, we spoke about how it must have been this guy. Like he always had like a different pair of like awesome socks,
Weird socks, yeah.
and everything, including some bearing his own face. Why would you wear your own face on socks? Are you serious? That's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would actually like to see his entire collection. Goat detained for trying to break into retirement community. Police responded to a retirement home in Washington on a report of a goat attempting to break into the facility. The Auburn Police Department said on social media that officers arrived at Wesley Homes to find a goat was attempting to gain entry into the building.
Well, I'm glad he's not the greatest of all time.
Ha! Yeah. He's just a bad actor.
Oh.
So, the officers safely detained the suspect until a friend of the owner arrived to pick her up, the Post said. All right. We also have crash truck released 15,000 live crabs to next to the road. And let's just watch this video here. Yikes. Yeah. Well, we gotta pick them up and make it snappy. But that's wild. That reminds me, I saw a video the other day. Some random guy, like he was in a hotel room, complaining about hearing weird noises in his bed, like in the hotel room and everything. You know, he's like looking under the sheets, looks under the bed, and all that stuff. You can't find anything, and then he's looking, you know, in the crevice, you know, where you put the mattress and everything in the frame. There's a crab in there.
Oh man!
Like, actually, let me see if I can find it. This is hysterical. Crab in bed. Let's see. Hotel. Crab in hotel bed. Oh, that's crabs in a hotel room. Oh, here. Oh, that's making techniques. Well, I'm not gonna find it, but it was on Zeducation, I believe, either that or the Dave show. But yeah, like basically they were able to get it out. But yeah, check your bed for crabs. It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
More from UPI. Soccer player keeps ball in the air for 28 hours, 21 minutes.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. A Swedish soccer enthusiast broke a Guinness World Record when he juggled a ball using only his knees, chest, head, and feet, as you should, for 28 hours, 21 minutes, and 2 seconds. 2 for 2, 2 for 3. 28-21-2.
Oh.
Daniel Jakob took on the record for the longest marathon controlling a football male at the Rideshallen Sports Complex in Linköping, Sweden. Jakob, who was allowed a 15-minute break every 3 hours, beat the record set by Briton Dan Magnes at 26 hours in June of 2010. All right, congratulations to you.
Yeah, but why do you get a break every 15 minutes?
Well, I mean, there's.
No, it should be to really make it a record.
I wholeheartedly agree. Because giving breaks, now you're just giving people more leeway. So
yeah, you're resting.
Yeah.
If you go 28 hours nonstop, holy cow.
Yeah.
Next to impossible.
So I would
15-minute breaks.
I would not count this record personally. So we also have hundreds of Victorian shoes found during beach cleanup in Wales. All right. An educational center in Wales is trying to solve the mystery of hundreds of Victorian-style shoes found during a beach cleanup. Obviously, a shipment didn't make it or something. The Beach Academy CIEC, based in Porthcawl, said volunteers working on a rock pool restoration project at Ogmore Beach in South Wales found about 200 shoes and detached soles in late December. Local residents revealed they had been making their own shoe discoveries on the coast for years. She says officials currently have two main theories about the origins of the footwear. The first theory is that they fell from a cargo ship called the Frolic, which was carrying cargo from Italy when it wrecked on nearby Tuscar Rock in the 19th century. The other is that cobblers during the 1960s would dump the shoes and boots they couldn't mend into the Ogmore River. Wow. Huh.
I had a friend.
Those are some really good theories.
I had a friend many, many years ago. He was a steward on an international airline. And he goes, "Hey, I'm going over to Italy. What do you want?" I thought he was joking, whatever. And I said, "Yeah, give me a pair of shoes." And he brought me the most cool wove shoes. They were open and they were soft, so they were casual. But they were awesome. He actually brought me a pair of shoes from Italy.
So you got European mucklucks.
Well, it had a hard sole and everything.
Yeah.
Man, I wore them all over.
That sounds awesome.
Loved them. No socks, nothing. Just go.
And last but certainly not least, world's fastest wheelie bin hits 66 miles per hour.
Are you kidding me? Oh, man. This sounds like something I'd put you in. Go ahead. It's nothing but fun.
You tried. A British inventor said his tricked-out trash can broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest wheelie bin, can now reach a speed of 66 miles per hour. Michael Walheed, who captured the record with a 55-mile-per-hour run in 2023, said he had continued to work on his motorized trash can, dubbed the General Waste, as opposed to the what was it? It's not called the General Lee, is it? From the Duke Boys, Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, I don't know.
What's the name of their car?
I don't know.
I think it's called the General Lee.
Could be. I never watched it, so.
Them goes their Duke Boys. Wallhead said he was inspired to build the General Waste by Andy Jennings, who originated the record at 45 miles per hour in 2020. Oh, they have a video. I got
this. Yeah.
We got to watch. That's 17 minutes long.
I don't want the whole. I just want to see it
neither do
moving.
I.
I just want to see it moving.
I do too. Let's see here. Come on.
This week's Binteresting video is literally the most rubbish project I've worked on to date.
Oh my
There
god.
he goes. There he goes. It's hard to tell the speed.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
So this guy has all. He's
And all kinds of stuff.
I want to see. Oh wow.
When it
Look at
started
that.
out around.
So this is what he has inside. Oh, he just like
lost what
took
to do with
apart
it, really.
a motorcycle
yeah.
and made a little
It was relatively
tricycle.
stock at the time
to fit
since
into-
one first up at
So that's what he
Hamilton.
has inside
It's probably
the-
been increased
the
to
trash
around
can.
somewhere
Oh,
between
okay.
18 and 20.
So I was wondering
horsepower,
where he
I
fit the
guesstimate
motor.
now. When I was learning to ride the motorbike,
So he built the motorbike and then he built the trash can
That's fully
over it
adjustable.
later.
Put it over it.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
dialed some.
So I want to see this in action though. Come on. It's just all talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
The stability issues became very apparent
That's
around
ridiculous.
50 mile an hour. It became
I want
Oh,
one.
he's got the little wheels in the back for when you wheelie.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
flip over.
very
Yeah.
apparent around 50 mile an hour.
I didn't think
It
it'd got to
became-
be in a seat and everything in there, so that changes my perspective.
Well, I mean, there has to be a motor in there with him.
a
and there
motor,
it is,
yeah, but I thought he'd still be standing up in that baby. or squatting down or something. and
With a
you're rocking
motor
it.
and with nothing in between.
Well, you'd have places for your feet on each side, just
Yeah.
like he does when he
Yeah.
sits there.
That's awesome.
You have to have a seat, but it kind of changes my wow perspective.
Yeah. Well, I'm still loud.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
going fast.
But that shall conclude the show. Please check the underbar, description for e-links that you may be interested in, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. We stream this every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is for you. You can go and Kosia it. For all of you and all of us, I'm Xander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU, thank you very much for coming in. Shout out to Creative and shout out to Mr. GTO and all that jazz. Until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! In stream there, and in